guys, documentary will not be presented tonight because, number one, it's his birthday today, June 21st. And number two, it's family feud and not family food.
Well, I call it family food because it's funny. Anyways.
I need food to keep my energy up.
That's right, Lee. We're doing the next part of my birthday special, folks, in which we're going to play the 1995 PC version of Jeopardy, but it's going to be something you haven't seen before. Now, many of you out there are thinking, Aubrey, we've seen you play this game before. Ah, but there's something you don't know. I got a little present from Jay York last night, and he gave me an expansion pack which includes TV and movie questions.
Perfect.
Exactly, Lee. I've got Lee on Skype, I've got Mark on Discord. Two fellow Canadians joining your typical East Texan.
That's right. But ironically, Mark has to share my account.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
Welcome to Jeopardy! Let's
Now, I did an off-camera game of this just a few minutes ago just to get some practice in, but now we're ready to do the real thing. I'm going to be this guy right here. Alright, and yeah, we'll use the space bar. Yeah, we'll let him be a player. We'll let him be a player. Alright, guys, are we ready to go?
We are. Yeah.
Let's play.
Alright, contestants, let's begin round one.
Broadway.
There's one daily double on the board.
Great
Here are the
Lines.
categories.
Looney Tunes. Martial arts movies. Science fiction. And finally, the screenplay. Okay, Lee, you pick the first category.
Contestant number one, we'll start with you.
Screenplay for 100.
The screenplay for 100, okay?
The answer.
1 page of script equals this amount of screen time.
I'd say...
Contestant number two.
5 seconds.
Vince says 1 minute.
Yes.
It's 1 minute.
That's contestant number
1 minute,
two.
but that's okay. Screenplay 200. The writer uses this phrase to indicate that the script is switching to another scene.
Cut to.
Oh,
Contestant
I got
number
beat.
three.
What is cut to? Yeah. That's right, cut to.
You. Contestant number three.
Screenplay 300. A professional screenplay will tell its story in this many acts.
3.
Contestant number one.
I'll say 3. What is 3?
You
That's
are
right.
correct. Contestant number one.
The screenplay 400. It's the writer's phrase that starts the action of the script.
Contestant number two.
Fade in.
Yes. That's correct. Contestant number two.
The screenplay 500. Robert Towne wrote the script for this film, widely considered the best screenplay written. Ooh, I don't quite know this one.
Contestant number two.
Raging Bull?
Ooh, I'm
No,
sorry.
it's not Raging
That's
Bull.
wrong.
Oh, yeah. I can see one.
The Godfather? Not The Godfather. If I were to take a guess on this one, I'd say possibly Casablanca, but I'm not 100% sure. No, it's Chinatown.
Contestant number two.
Broadway 100. Schoenberg and Bublil wrote this mega hit based on a Victor Hugo masterwork.
Contestant
What is
number
Les
one.
Miserables?
But ironically, the movie version would not
Yes.
be until 17 years
Contestant number
after
one.
that game was made.
Exactly right, Lee. And Mark, you pick a category.
Alright, what do we got?
We got Broadway, Great Lines, Looney Tunes, martial arts movies, or science fiction.
Well, I'm still feeling...
Looney Tunes it is. This is for you, Daniel. Looney Tunes 100. The Coyote bought more worthless merchandise from this company. I know this one.
Watch out,
What
Don.
is Acme?
Contestant number
What is
one.
Acme? That's right.
You are
Looney
correct.
Tunes 200.
Contestant number one.
It's Foghorn's last name.
What is Leghorn?
Contestant
Foghorn
number one.
Leghorn, yes.
You are
Looney Tunes
correct.
300.
Contestant number one.
He did the voice for virtually every Looney Tunes character.
No blame.
Exactly right, guys. Oh!
Contestant number two.
Yeah, Vince beat me to the buzzer.
Yes, that's correct.
Vince beat me to the buzzer, but it's
Contestant
okay.
number
He directed many of the greatest Looney Tunes classics.
Chuck Jones.
Yep, who is Chuck
Contestant
Jones?
number 1.
Yep,
Yes.
he's the one.
That's correct.
Looney
Contestant
Tunes
number
500,
1.
please. Pepe Le Pew is one. What is this?
Contestant number 1.
Yep.
Yes.
Alright.
That's correct.
Broadway 200.
Contestant number 1.
Easy category.
He wrote such shows as Starlight Express and Never on a Sunday.
Contestant number
I'm
1.
going to take a guess on this one and say who is Andrew Lloyd Webber.
You
He's
are
the one.
correct. Contestant number 1.
Broadway 300. He wrote such musicals as Sunday in the Park with George and Company.
Sondheim.
Stephen Sondheim?
Contestant number
Alright.
1.
I will say who is Stephen Sondheim.
Now, where did I hear that name?
That's right, Lee. Stephen Sondheim. Good job.
The Academy Award-winning lyricist whose most
Yes,
famous work is lyrics
that's
only
correct.
for West Side
Contestant
Story.
number 1.
Broadway for 400. It's the old-time nickname for Broadway.
Contestant number 3.
The Great White Way. Oh, that's right.
You are correct. Contestant number 3.
Broadway 500. Phantom of the Opera was inspired by this author's Gothic novel. Oh.
Contestant number 2.
Gaston Leroux? Yep.
Yes. Select again. Contestant number 2.
Great Lines 100. Oh, Daily Double. But he cannot take the lead. He's just going to go 100. She's famous for the line, "It's going to be a bumpy
About
night."
movies and TV, not just musical theater.
Well, entertainment, basically.
Well, of
Yes.
course.
Betty Davis.
That's
Yep.
correct.
Man,
Contestant
it's
number
getting
2.
It's actually taking me back to the time where.
Contrary to popular belief,
Second thought, I'd rather not mention that.
this movie never had the line played against
Contestant
Sam.
number 2.
Casablanca, I do that one. Oh well.
You are correct. Contestant number 2.
It's okay.
That I'm currently obligated not to mention anything about musical theater.
Contestant number 3.
Oh, don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. The film May the Force Be With You. This movie
Yes,
a hit line.
that's
and it's
correct.
Star Wars.
Contestant number 3.
All right. It featured the line, "I'm still big. It's the pictures that got small." I'm still big. It's the pictures that got small.
Contestant number 2.
It's not Casablanca.
Wrong.
What?
Contestant number 3.
You just look at the U-Kid or
Sunset Boulevard.
Yes.
Oh,
That's
Sunset
correct.
Boulevard.
Contestant number 3.
Okay. Its last line is the famous, "Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn." Gone with the Wind.
Contestant number 1.
Gone with the Wind.
Yes.
Okay.
That's correct. Contestant
Martial
number
arts
1.
movies 100. It was Bruce Lee's greatest film success.
Ever the Dragon.
Yep.
Contestant number
And
1.
what is Enter the Dragon? I have that movie on a blank DVD. Martial arts movies 200.
Contestant number 1.
He starred in such films as Forced Vengeance and Code of Silence. I think I know this one.
Contestant number 1.
I'm going to say who is Chuck Norris.
You
Yep.
are correct. Contestant
Martial arts
number
movies
1.
300. Steven Seagal claims to be a master of this subtle Japanese art.
Contestant
What is
number 1.
karate? No, not karate.
I'm sorry. That's
It is not karate.
contestant number 2.
Is it Aikido?
Yes.
Aikido, okay.
That's correct. Contestant number 2.
Martial arts movies 400. He's the biggest martial arts star in Asia, hitting in the U.S. with Rumble in
Said
Bronx.
Chuck Norris. I'm doing this.
What?
Contestant number 1.
Because you said Chuck Norris, I'm obligated to do this.
Do it. Who's Jackie Chan?
You are
Gotcha.
correct. Number 1.
Martial arts movies for 500, please. It starred Ralph Macchio as a boy learning martial arts in an unusual way. I love this movie.
Contestant
What is the
number 1.
Karate Kid? The second one is my favorite.
You are correct. Contestant
Science
number
Fiction
1.
100. He's played the villain in Star Trek, The Wrath of Khan.
Contestant number 2.
It's not William Shatner.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's wrong.
Not William Shatner.
Contestant number 3.
Lawrence Luckenbill?
Oh, I'm
No.
sorry. That's wrong.
Star Trek, The Wrath of Khan. He played the villain. Who was it?
Now, that's the first really good Star Trek movie.
Oh, it's Ricardo Montalban.
Contestant number 1.
200. In Logan's Run, all people are killed when they reach this age. Never saw Logan's Run, so I don't know.
Contestant number 2?
30? I'm about to turn
Yes.
that.
That's correct. Contestant number
30 doesn't
2.
even feel old.
Nope. He made the very first film based on Frankenstein.
Contestant number 2?
Thomas Edison?
You
Who'd have
are
thought?
correct. Contestant number 2.
400. It was the last Battlestar.
Contestant
Got
number
locked
2?
out. Galactica, I knew that one.
Yes.
Oh well.
That's correct. Contestant number 2.
Last clue before we go to Double Jeopardy. They're the rebellious artificial beings in Blade Runner. Oh, we watched this.
Contestant number 2?
Not androids.
Oh, sorry.
We watched
That's
this in
not right.
sci-fi and at UT Tyler. They're the rebellious artificial beings
Contestant number
Blade
3.
Runner. Robots.
Oh,
No,
sorry.
not robots.
That's not right.
But either way, I'm going to finish the Jeopardy round with $3,500, so I'm in the lead.
Well, good. Considering that this is one of your first times playing it.
Replicants. Yeah, on camera too, with all entertainment questions.
Now for the Double Jeopardy round.
We have
with
Best
2
Directors,
Daily Doubles somewhere on the board
Bewitched,
in these categories.
Happy Days, sequels, The Dick Van Dyke Show, and finally, The Twilight Zone. Okay.
Why don't we let Mark do the honors of choosing?
Oh, the computer
We'll
player
begin
goes
the
first.
game with contestant number 3.
Best Director's 200.
The answer is
The only movie where 2 directors won the award.
contestant number 2.
West Side Story. Oh, okay. Once I buzz in on a Cluely and I get it right, I'll let Mark pick a category.
Okay.
Good job. Contestant number 2.
Best Director's 400. The number of women who have won the award. I'm
Contestant
going to say it
number
was
1.
1.
Sorry.
No.
That's incorrect.
Might be 2.
Contestant number 3.
None? None?
You are
Okay.
correct. Contestant number 3.
Best Director 600. He won it for The Deer Hunter, then flopped with Heaven's Gate. Oh, who directed The Deer Hunter?
Contestant number 2.
Brian De Palma?
I'm sorry.
No.
That's wrong. Contestant number 3.
Michael
You are correct.
Cimino.
Contestant number 3.
The first movie Frank Capra won the award for.
Contestant number 2.
It Happened One Night.
Yes, that's correct. Contestant number 2.
1000. The first person to win it 2 years in a row, beginning with The Grapes of Wrath.
Once upon a
Oh,
time, there were some pretty cranky grapes.
indeed.
Contestant.
John Ford? Oh yeah, John Ford directed Grapes of Wrath.
Yes, select. Contestant number 2.
Bewitched for 200. This historical figure was accidentally summoned when Esmeralda was asked to conjure a salad.
Contestant number 2.
Julius Caesar.
You are correct. Contestant number 2.
Bewitched 400. Oh, daily double. Gonna go 400 only, and he'll take the lead if he's right on this clue. She played Andorra and was a favorite of Orson Welles. Was it Agnes Moorehead? Yeah, it was.
You are correct. Contestant number 2.
Bewitched 600. Samantha's father's name.
Contestant number 2.
Maurice.
You are
Yeah.
correct. Contestant number 2.
The show ended this year. Oh, what year?
Contestant number 2.
1972.
You are correct. Contestant number 2.
Bewitched 1000. The show premiered this year.
Contestant number 3.
1961?
1968.
Incorrect.
Or, not 1968.
Contestant number 2.
Night show.
1964.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
that's correct.
That's okay.
Contestant number
Happy
2.
Days 200. This was Richie's older brother's name, who was seen in the first season, but not thereafter.
The Bonds?
The Fonz didn't premiere until season
Contestant
2.
number 3.
That's right. I
Chuck.
forgot that I don't watch that show.
That's okay. It was Chuck. His older brother's name was Chuck.
Yes. Contestant number
Happy Days
3.
400. The origin of this show was actually a skit performed on this weekly comedy show about love.
Contestant number 2.
Saturday Night Live? No.
Sorry, that's
It
incorrect.
is not Saturday Night Live.
Contestant number 3.
Is it Love American Style?
You are
Yes.
correct. Contestant number 3.
His band song was first used as the opening theme. Oh, who is Bill Haley? Bill Haley in the comments.
Contestant
Because
number
the
1.
first 2 seasons used Rock Around the Clock as the theme. Okay, Mark, you pick a category.
What do we got?
Contestant number 1.
Happy Days, sequels, The Dick Van Dyke Show, or The Twilight Zone?
Happy Days.
Alright, Happy Days for 800. In 1988, both Tom Bosley and Danny Most appeared in Strike Up the Band, a Broadway musical by this American composer.
Contestant number 2.
George Gershwin?
You are correct.
Yeah.
Contestant number 2.
Prior to his role as Mr. Cunningham, Tom Bosley provided the voice for the TV dad on this animated family comedy.
Contestant number 3.
The Jetsons?
Sorry,
No, George
incorrect.
O'Hanlon voiced
Anyone
him
else?
until he died.
Contestant number 2.
Wait till your father gets home. Oh, yeah.
Contestant number
Sequels
2.
200. The 3D installment of Jaws is this number in the series. Oh,
Contestant number 2.
3. Obviously.
You are correct. Contestant number 2.
Sequels 400. Despite its title, the last remake of Bo Guest is neither a sequel nor a remake of any film set in this setting.
Contestant number 2.
The French Foreign Legion?
Yes. That's correct. Contestant number
Sequel
2.
600. North and South, Book 2 was a sequel to the miniseries that first aired in this year. God, I don't know.
Contestant number 3.
1985?
You are
Yeah.
correct. Contestant number 3.
Sequels 800. The number of sequels so far to Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Contestant number 3.
1? No.
Sorry, that's incorrect.
I
Contestant
know there are
number
at
1.
least 2 or 3 sequels in the 80s. Raiders of the Lost Ark, Indiana Jones, and the Hidden... I'm going to say 2.
Yes,
It is 2.
That's correct. Contestant
Sequels
number 1.
1000. This character is trapped in a carbon freeze at the end of The Empire Strikes Back.
Contestant number 3.
Nope.
Incorrect. Contestant number 2.
Luke Skywalker? No.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's wrong.
This character is trapped in a carbon freeze at the end of The Empire Strikes Back. It's either Han Solo or Darth Vader. Han Solo. Okay.
Contestant number 1.
Okay, Lee, do you want the Dick Van Dyke Show or do you want the Twilight Zone?
I'll go for the Dick Van Dyke Show.
Alright.
I'm more familiar with the dude from Mary Poppins than anybody from the Twilight Zone.
Got it. 200, please. The show premiered in 1961 on this network.
ABC?
Contestant
Actually, I think
number
it's
1.
CBS.
You are
Yep, it is
correct.
CBS.
Contestant number 1.
Dick Van Dyke Show 400. A part-time director on the show, James Comack would go on to co-create this show with Gabriel Kaplan. I don't remember.
Contestant number 2.
Welcome Back, Kotter. Oh, yeah.
Good job. Contestant
Dick Van
number
Dyke Show
2.
for 600. In a classic moment, this character dreams he is a puppet being manipulated by a bunny.
I would say Kermit the Frog. Because
Contestant number 2.
It's not Buddy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Not
That's
Buddy.
wrong. Contest.
Richie?
Sorry.
No, not
incorrect.
Richie.
Anyone else?
It's probably the name of the little boy on the show, but I don't remember. Okay. Who was it? Rob!
Contestant number 2.
Dick Van Dyke Show 800. Jamie Farr appears as a delivery boy in this show, and then goes on to MASH to star as this character. Oh, who does Jamie Farr play on MASH?
Contestant number 1.
I don't know. Dr.
No, I
Mario.
haven't seen MASH.
I think it might be Radar.
Sorry,
No.
incorrect. Anyone else?
It's okay.
Contestant number 2.
No, it's not Honeycutt.
I'm sorry. That's wrong.
It's been a while since I've watched Smash, so I don't
Contestant number
remember. Winchester? No, Klinger.
Oh, contestant number
Dick
2.
Van Dyke Show 1000. Rob Petrie wrote for this mythical comedy show. What is the Alan Brady Show?
Contestant number 1.
There we
Yes,
go. Twilight
that's
Zone
correct.
200.
Contestant number 1.
The item Burgess Meredith broke at the end of the Time Enough at last episode. I never really watched the Twilight Zone, so I don't know.
Contestant number 2.
His glasses? Yeah.
Yes, that's correct. Contestant number 2.
Rod Serling wrote the teleplay Requiem for a Heavyweight for this drama anthology series. I don't know.
Contestant number 3.
Playhouse 90?
You are
Never
correct.
heard of that.
Contestant number 3.
According to Serling's opening narration, the Twilight Zone is the middle ground between light and this.
Contestant number 2.
Shadow?
You are
Yeah.
correct. Contestant number 2.
800. The other daily double. Alright, here's the clue in the Twilight Zone. This actor once appeared as Death in the series. Robert Redford?
You are correct.
Last clue.
Contestant number 2.
He looks too calm to play the character.
What To Serve Man really is, and I agree. Well, we know Player 3 won't be around for Final Jeopardy. Cookbook. Alright, well let's play Final Jeopardy, see how we do.
Yes, that's correct. The final
Film
Jeopardy
Pioneers.
category is contestant number 1.
I'll go all in
What
on
would you
this
like to
one.
wager?
Let's take a chance.
One
The final
before
Jeopardy
you name
clue
Pioneer,
is-
I think of the manufacturer of the Laserdisc.
I agree. That's a kind of a brand I have, I believe. Alright, here's the clue.
Was one of the distributors of the Pokemon videos.
Here's the clue in Film Pioneers. This director made the controversial Birth of a Nation. This director.
Who's the main character?
I believe it's D.W. Griffith.
Contestant number 1. Your final Jeopardy response was yes.
It is D.W.
That's
Griffith.
Let's see what contestant number 1 weighed.
I doubled my money to $9,800.
Your total?
Alright.
Contestant number 2. Your final Jeopardy response was I'm sorry.
No! I win the game!
Let's see what contestant number 2 wagered.
With $9,800.
Yay.
Your total? Contestant number 1, you are now the reigning Jeopardy champion. Congratulations.
Yay! Alrighty, there you have it, folks. That's segment number 3 of my birthday special done. But fear not, folks, we've got a lot more to come with some of my favorite games and some of your favorite games, and we'll have another one of those games for you coming up next. Stay with us.
And until then, folks, keep your feet on the ground, and I am in dire need of an upgrade on my air conditioning.
Well, it is summertime after all.